Wednesday. Welcome to my art channel. Today we're going to do another Inktober sketch because it's October and that's what we're doing every single day. So before we do that, I want to talk to you about another artist. I'm wearing this, let me see if I can get in here. Bring this up. See those ring lights in my eyeballs? There you go. All right, you can see here it says make art. See the make in the pink and the bluish says art. It also says market, so it's like super cool because it says both. So it's super cool. So this is like probably one of my favorite hoodies and one of my favorite designs, so it's really good. So anyway, this artist is Cory Kerr. I will link his stuff below. He's another YouTube artist. He has a lot of things with After Effects and like tips and tricks on how to do things. So he's really cool. If you need to know, like I don't know how to do things, like right now, if I knew how to do something, I might like have like an animated tentacle coming out, or I might have like his art right here to say, oh look, like that's his stuff. Right? No. So I don't know how to do that, but he probably does. So if you're interested in After Effects and some animation or just like really good art, go check out Cory. I'll have also his Instagram linked below so you can check him out. And if you like what you see, buy it. Support independent artists. If you need a hoodie, October is a cold month. It's cold and it's only going to get colder. So get a hoodie. One of the things he does is sticker stint. And I think he created that and made it up, so which is really cool that like he just created something. So anyway, I did that the one year that he did it, and that's actually videos on my YouTube you can still see now. They're like way old, but the premise of it was just to create a sticker every day. And I forget how long he did it for, but I think I only did like 4. Maybe. So anyway, go check that out if you want to see some old stuff of mine on YouTube, and definitely check out Cory's page. Again, everything will be there. And now let's get to our Inktober sketch.
All right, let's get down to it. So you will notice if you see the lights to your left that my camera is doing something funky. So I didn't clean it off, and so it's like doing, I don't know what you call it, like a lens flare-y thing. So, I don't know, I guess, like, I'm trying to figure out what it's doing, and I couldn't fix it. So, that's fine. So, today's word is pattern, and I had some issues getting started. So, obviously, the camera and the shakiness, and just some things, sometimes, some days, it's not, I don't know what I'm doing, and I don't know how to do it. So, look how cool that Inktober looks, though, with my camera being goofy. So, then I had some issues recording, so a little bit of a skip once we get started here, and I'll go into drawing because I started to draw something that ended up not being what I wanted, and again, issues with the camera, so I figured I would just leave this in just to let you know that sometimes, some days, things are all screwed up. So the first thing I started drawing didn't work, didn't record, and these lights look all goofy. So now let's get to what ended up actually working and change the camera angle a little bit. So here we go. So first for pattern, I thought, okay, like I'm trying to stick with the tentacle theme. Maybe it's a tentacle with like a Burberry pattern. Like that would be pretty cool or something like that. And I just couldn't think of anything like super fantastic. And I really like a houndstooth pattern, like in clothing. So I was like, well, what if all the little, what you would call houndstooth pieces, I guess they're houndstooth. I don't know. I don't know what you call them. So I attempted to draw them as like a frame of reference for my pattern because I wanted to do, it's like a step every other kind of piece looking pattern. So here's my attempt at drawing a kind of houndstoothy looking pattern. And I thought instead of these little sharp objects, once I lay them out in position, like positionally where they're going to be in the pattern, what if they were all tiny little octopuses? Do you say octopuses or octopi? What do you say? Tell me in the comments. So doing this, also realizing if this was digital, I could draw one octopus perfectly with perfect negative space, and because I could spend all my time on him, and then I could create the pattern. I can use the pattern tool in Photoshop or whatever, or I could just, you know, copy paste them where I want them to be. So I knew that because Inktober is what it is, I have to do something every single day. I knew that I could not be a perfectionist with that part of the pattern. So I drew what I thought a good basic shape of an octopus should be in this kind of pattern, and then I just tried to stick with that shape based on my little houndstooth pieces and where I lined them up. So some are bigger, some are a little smaller. The tentacles on some might be a little twistier. I tried to hide some like tentacles like as if they had a little more like wrapped up under, but really only showing like 2 long ones. So so I knew it wouldn't be perfect, and I think when you're going into something like Inktober, you have to let some things go, because it can be really stressful trying to get something like this done every single day, especially because I went from not doing any kind of YouTube videos to wanting to post one every single day for Inktober. So I'm loving this dip pen, by the way. This is so fun to use. It's definitely not practical for everyday drawing or doodling. It gives a very unique line and width and usage, so definitely for special pieces, but for Inktober, I'm just digging using it. It's really cool, and I think it gives such a cool look to some of the art. Also, I will say, it sounds cool, so I didn't leave any soundbite in because I'm, voicing this over and thinking about it after the fact, but it's just like, it feels so nice. It feels like it's like scratching the paper, but it's not like, it's not digging into the paper, but just that little bit of friction. It just feels like you're really like making something. I don't know. It just feels so tangible. I don't know what to say. I like it a lot. So we are coming to the end of this, and not so bad. I think the idea of the pattern worked out. You can definitely see that there's a pattern emerging. So now I'm like, it needs a little bit of color, or it needs a little bit of definition, because if you're looking at a normal pattern, you would see that difference. So I'm coming in, I'm using the ink and water. This paper doesn't take water really great, but it needed something. And just like that, another day done. So happy to have progressed this far and made posting every single day. So it's exciting, but it's definitely a lot of work. Officially done.
So thanks for watching, and if you haven't already, subscribe and hit that little bell icon. Is it here or is it here? I don't know. I can't tell because I'm not there, and I don't. What's my left? I don't know, but you hit it. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye.